This is the new Maserati GranTurismo Trofeo, and we're back. Last time I drove this car was in Texas at Circuit of the Americas, and this time we have it in beautiful California. And what better way to have it than with this amazing matte finish blue paint job? I mean, if you look at it, this thing is not a cheap paint job. It's like a $20,000 to $30,000 paint job. But I mean, if you want a Maserati like nobody else's Maserati, this paint job does it, because especially when you think about what this thing is powered by. It could come this way. Today we're going to take this beautiful car out for a spin and find out what it's like to drive. But first, to do that, you do notice it says 1914 Maserati. It's the throwback badge. This thing has the same engine powertrain basically as the MC20. So that means it's powered by the Nettuno 6-cylinder with the turbochargers. You come in here, it's really burning hot, but here we go, fast. There we go, powered by Nettuno. And this is Maserati's flagship motor. So I'm excited to find out, now that I have the keys for a more extensive amount of time, is this thing worth $200,000? It makes well over 500 horsepower, 542 horsepower, and over 500 pound-feet of torque. It has enough space for 4 people comfortably. A lot of these cars that are these super sports cars, they give you these back seats, yet it's like you can't even fit in it. If you come this way, I mean, check this out. By opening up the side doors, moving our hat, we've got cup holders up there too. One of us has a root beer. That's the cameraman right there behind the camera drinking root beer. But if I slide this all the way forward, look how usable this car actually is. It's comfy. I mean, look how much space I have. My head, I could probably have a helmet on out here. So it's like, not only that, I have cup holders and more. So, I mean, we're gonna find out from the front seat though, what it's like in these corners. So let's take this 500 horsepower, $238,000 prices tested Maserati in these mountain roads to see, well, if I recommend it over some of the newer Aston Martins and Ferraris out there that do this same exact thing. But this has got that Maserati Trident Italian poise. Let's see if this Neptune powered car has what it takes. Real quickly, this video is brought to you by Speed Phenom Film. Make sure to reach out to us if you have a new car coming in like this and you want to get paint protection film so you can enjoy that matte finish with a matte PPF maybe on top and have it protected for the road or the mountains like this. Furthermore, we do windshield protection film, window tinting, and ceramic coating here in Carlsbad, California. Click on the top of the screen right now to get a direct quote or look at the link down below. Give us a call at 760-496-8607. Back to the video. Okay guys, here we go, first drive in the new GranTurismo Trofeo. It's really neat because when I accelerate, it makes this incredible backfire every single time on the upshift. Ready for it? Downshifting, here we go. We're at 5,000 RPMs and then gunning it. Hear that? We're in Corsa mode right now, which is the most aggressive setting for the car. When we hit each corner and we go through the gears, I mean, the entire car is much more responsive and it's extremely stiff. It's turned off traction and stability control systems for the vehicle. The transmission, I'll be honest here, I'm actually impressed. You know, it does not have the aggressive transmission that you find out of the MC20 with the insane dual clutch, but other than that, like taking these corners, it's not super delayed with the downshifting, but the upshifts are quick, very, very quick. Here we go, rotating it in. You have a lot of front end grip because of that engine being way up there. It's completely different. Imagine having the same exact powertrain out of the MC20, but then you've got it up front. So that weight distribution couldn't be any more different. You ready? So let's go downshift, first gear. The brakes are actually large and powerful on this car. 6-piston front brake, calipers and massive rotors. The turning, like for having this much space, you can actually fit multiple people in this car and do things that you couldn't do with those traditional mid-engine supercars. So you know what? It does have a lot of performance in this setting. Let's go ahead and wind it down. I just realized that if you put your finger right here and drag up, you can raise the temperature. Or if you pull down, you can pull down the temperature. So it's really cool. It's like a target. And then when I'm finished with this side, I can drag my finger to the right side. And then that's how I can also change the passenger temperature settings. If you're wondering how do you change like fan speed, just go here and drag right to left. So you can like pretty much touch anywhere on the display. See that? I just touched the middle of the display and I'm changing the fan speed. So if you're wondering, how do we do launch control? Well, let me turn down the air conditioning so the full engine is just focused on being the engine, and we can cool it down. Stop right here, our G force gauge is on, pull the right paddle shifter, launch control is active. All the way down on the brake, apply full throttle, and then it says release. Whoa! Jeez, that was 60. What? That was really good, guys. Like, I did not expect it to be that fast. And we didn't even spin. It just hooked up and went. You guys saw my head fly back. I didn't realize I need to prepare that much for the launch control systems of this vehicle, but it's extremely impressive. If you're wondering why did we have to wait with a delay, first off, it's very quick to turn on launch control. I like the way they programmed it. Just pull the right paddle shifter in like Corsa mode and it'll turn on. Then it tells you to put your foot hard onto the floor with the brake pedal. And next thing you know, it's gonna really allow you to build the boost with the turbos. So you need to go full power to the floor at the gas while your foot is hard on the brake, and you gotta wait a few seconds, and then it'll tell you, okay, you're good to go, launch. And it's because it built enough boost with the turbos by having you rev high enough in the RPM, allowing you to use full power upon that launch at that RPM that you're at. So it's a very good way to get as much power and boost as possible, given that this vehicle does not have any electric help like other cars in the market, like the Corvette E-Ray and the new Grand Sport X coming out. Those are mid-engine cars, but you get the point. A lot of the hybrid cars have all the instant torque, or even the full EVs. Though you're not buying this car because you want anything like that. You want the full Tuno powertrain, and for allowing you to fit more than one person, this is actually pretty cool. This just helps to blend the lines between sports car and all-out just luxury car. That is something that I've never really dealt with in terms of ownership. I've always had the extremes. So I want to get your thoughts. If you're a buyer of this type of a car, what do you think of the GranTurismo Trofeo? What do you think of the exhaust noise when we constantly upshift and we hear that backfire? So for the rest of my time driving this GranTurismo Trofeo, I drove it to work. I also took it to Cars and Coffee, which was fun. I got to see other people and got to share what this car was all about. The most common praise I received was of the paint job, of course. It's unlike anything else out there. I really enjoyed just the different lifestyle this type of car gave. I come from such a serious background that it's nice to change it up and appreciate what other people tend to appreciate if that is their preference. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below of what do you think from Maserati, and I'm curious to see what is to come, not only for this brand but for all the other ones we know and love here. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, please hit the like button. It really does help me out. Subscribe for much more great content coming out your way. While you do that, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one.